Hey, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about ways to connect with children. I am Deidre. I'm a licensed clinical social worker associate, and I've been working with children of all ages for many years. And I am here to tell you guys ways that I connect as a therapist. And this is the world that I'm in now. And this is the life that I'm in as a therapist. And so I'm here to tell you how I connect. So let's get into it. No more of the extraness. Let's hop on it. So number one thing I like to do when I'm connecting with a client, especially if they're new, is craft with them, whether it's drawing, painting, building something, whether it's even gardening. Like, these are all the things that I have found to be very helpful when I have a new client and I'm trying to get them to open up, because therapy, let's be real, can be scary if you've never been before, if you come from a family that doesn't really support therapy, or you've never been, if no one in your family has never been before, it could be quite scary. And my goal as the therapist is to help the child feel comfortable enough to open up so that we can so that I can support them. And it happens over time, but I found that the more that I do crafts and things with the hands, things that are kind of not busy things, but things that make them focus in on something they like to do, it helps them to kind of open up, helps them to feel comfortable. It helps them to feel secure, like, okay, this, I can do this because, something fun to do. Also, I feel like it helps me to meet the child where they are. A very good tool or thing that I learned is to find out what the child really likes. And if it's possible, then you do that thing with them so that they can be like, wow, she listens, she understands, she showed up with something that I am interested in. The next thing is play games. Games are, especially for my teenagers, are a big hit. If you haven't already, go watch my games video to see what type of activity and games that I usually do with my kids. Uno, though, I will tell you, all-time favorite. When I say favorite, I mean favorite. It's Feelings Uno. And it gets serious with them teens. But anyway, and the younger kids, Candyland. All my little babies love to play Candyland. So those are the two main things, but go look at that video. Another thing is to let them teach you something. And to me, I realized that kids, they feel empowered when they can teach an adult, someone that's older than them, someone that's supposed to know more than them, someone that is, you know how kids feel about adults, someone that they feel like is supposed to be their superior, which, in ways we are, but they are like, wow, I get to teach you. For once in a lifetime, I don't feel inferior. They feel like they are the ones that have the power. And so I love to ask questions like new slang. When they're talking and telling me stories, I'm like, hold on, wait now, teach me, what does this mean? Because I got to make sure I know, and I'm writing it down. And I'm like, okay, so you use this for what? how are we supposed to say this? Okay. Or if it's, a game of some sort that they like to play, teach me, how do you play this game? I don't know, it's your favorite game, or tell me how you play it, explain it to me. Because they really love, if they're dancing, show me how you do that dance again. All right, okay, cool. By the time we finish this session, we could do this TikTok dance if we get through this session like we need to, that type of thing. And then simply just stay curious. I like to use a lot of how, like asking how, a lot of questions, but only how questions, not why. Because why sometimes can feel judgy to them. Instead of asking, why did you do that? I'll ask, well, how did you come to, that conclusion to do X, Y, and Z? Or I might ask, oh, well, how did you feel, instead of why did you feel like blah, blah, blah. How did you feel when this happened? I do a lot of like recapping to make sure that they understand that I'm actively listening to them. Just when I say be curious, be super curious about, every little detail, because you'll be surprised at the details, they matter. And I like for them to feel like I am someone that they can comfortably talk to about situations, because then I can kind of get into the nitty gritty and ask the important details and questions. So remember, ask how questions, limit your why. Sometimes you have to ask why, but limit the why and use a lot of how. So these are the main things that I have used to connect with children, along with empathy, a lot of empathy, I can understand how you feel, a lot of validate their feelings. Oh, I can see how that hurt your feelings, or I can see why you felt like, that was the wrong thing for your parent to say to you, or I can see why you felt misunderstood, that, you didn't have to go through that. Those types of things are, or you should not have had to, endure whatever. Because then it makes them feel like you're connecting with them, and that they have someone that is not really judging them in their eyes. Lastly, I know the other two are supposed to be done two suggestions ago, but I just also remember speaking positively to children also helps them to feel connected, because in today's time, children feel that a lot of times adults are thinking negatively of them, or speaking down on them, or always only seeing the negative. But when you speak positively to them and show them that, hey, there's a mutual respect, I respect you as a person, so I'm not going to talk down to you. I'm going to talk to you like you are a growing adult. You are not an adult, you're growing into an adult. But I'm going to talk to you, especially the teenagers, I'm going to talk to you like I respect you. And at that moment, I always lead my sessions with my new clients with, hey, I respect your opinion. I respect what you have to say. Because at the end of the day, that's all they want anyway. It's just someone to listen and to respect them. So that helps them to connect, feel more connected with you. And then as time goes on, you'll get information that you need to get, and you'll be able to offer them new perspectives and all that stuff without them feeling like they feel attacked. These are my suggestions. These are the things that I do to connect. What do you do to connect with youth or children if you are a therapist, even if you're a teacher, or even if you're a parent? What do you do to connect with your child? And comment down below and let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Hit that post notification bell so you know when I'm dropping a video, because y'all, I'm dropping videos back to back to back. So I don't want y'all to miss all the good stuff that I have for y'all. All right, that's it. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.